We are continuing to track Hurricane Irma, and the latest track from the National Hurricane Center came down just about a half an hour ago. Let's get back to Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with the latest in our first alert forecast.
Yeah, and it's not the best news. You know, this morning a little bit better news for the west coast of Florida in that a lot of the main models shifted to the east of the state. And now a couple of those are starting to inch back toward the west. There's still a consensus that it is not. The center, the main eye wall of the storm is not going to pass across our area at this point. That's pretty good news on our part, but bad news on the east coast of Florida, especially Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach. It is not looking the best at this time for them. The pressure at 914 is really quite low, and it's coming up just a little bit. The winds are at 185 miles an hour sustained. Making this the strongest hurricane of the season, if not for many decades. Now, again, the movement is to the west-northwest. It's around the periphery of a high-pressure ridge, which has been driving it west, but the tail end of that high ends about right here. And as it ends there, the storm is going to get around it and is going to find a weakness and then start to head north. Depending upon how strong this high is in 3 days will determine how far west this goes. If it's a weaker high, obviously, it'll have a better chance to stay off the east coast of Florida. If the high gets a little stronger, just a little stronger, and noses in, then the east coast of Florida is more danger with a major catastrophic Category 4 hurricane at this point. Again, the path calls for it to stay as a 5 for the next 2 days, and then it drops down a little bit to a Category 4, but not much. At 155-mile-an-hour winds, that's just 1 mile below Category 5 status, and then it makes that break to the north. The air, again, is over several hundred miles. It could be anywhere within inside this cone. And you'll notice we're still in that cone of uncertainty. Until we get out of that, we're not really in the safe zone as far as getting the core of the storm. Now, you can't really focus on the core all the time because a lot of the effects of a hurricane can be felt outside the storm. The good news is that in the direction of motion of a storm, typically the worst weather is found to the right of the center and at the center. In this case, it would be offshore of the east coast, but still the backside is no picnic either. It's still a very strong storm, and it's going to cause considerable damage if it follows that center cone. So again, we're going to take a look and see that this cone is still very wide as far as the air rate goes for us here along the west coast of Florida. It could be anywhere from just north of the Bahamas all the way out into the Gulf of Mexico, and that's about 400 miles trying to pinpoint where that 25 or 30-mile wide eye is going to be. So there's still some uncertainty, but it's getting a little bit better. There are new hurricane warnings out for the central Bahamas, and this is the hurricane force winds. You can see it's going to brush Cuba, and then this is the timing of it. It should have stopped right around Saturday. And again, at Saturday, the tropical storm force winds will start to have an impact on South Florida if it follows that path. Obviously, a shift to the right, it would be less of an impact. We'll have more in our weather forecast coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. A lot of people are hitting the roads right now, not taking a chance with the hurricane. I-75 heading north continues to be backed up at this hour, filled with evacuees. Now, let's take a look at the video. We're being told it's been this way for most of the day, just very slow going. Drivers are getting away from the coming storm as far as they can. The northbound lanes almost becoming like a parking lot at times instead of a major interstate.
I think it's just, people panic and they're watching the news, and then, with Hurricane Harvey, people see what's going on over there, and so they want to make sure that they're prepared. So it's understandable.
I almost got on it, and then I last minute avoided it because it was stop and go. I could see from about a half mile away how crowded and slow it was.
If you do need to head north using the interstate, give yourself a lot of extra time because there's a lot of traffic, and as you can see, it's slow going. In Manatee County, officials just announced the Fort Hamer Bridge will open temporarily this Friday to help with traffic related to Hurricane Irma. The span gives drivers another way to cross the Manatee River in the fast-growing areas east of I-75. The bridge is officially scheduled to open to traffic later this month. Time now to check your first alert traffic for the drive home. And as we've been telling you, I-75 heavy backups in the northbound lanes throughout our viewing area. That's Sarasota and into Manatee County as well. It's just about all red on the map. But a lot of cars trying to head north away from South Florida. It will be a short week for students across the Suncoast. Schools will be closed in Manatee and Sarasota counties on Friday. Manatee County will be using 24 of those closed schools as potential shelters. Charlotte is closing schools one day earlier on Thursday. Parents say even if the storm path changes, they would rather be safe than sorry.
I think it's a good idea. I know a lot of people need time to prepare, and having to worry about going back and forth to get your children from school would be a little bit of a kink in that plan, so I'm for it.
Manatee County School District deciding to play this week's scheduled high school football games on Thursday instead of Friday, but the St. Stephen's game against Calvary Christian has been canceled. In Charlotte County, the matchup between Venice and Charlotte has been canceled. The Booker High Sarasota High School game will now be held on Thursday. That's tomorrow at 7 p.m. And for college students, Rainlane College of Art and Design classes are canceled starting today until further notice. New College of Florida following suit, canceling all classes Thursday, Friday, and Monday. The University of South Florida campuses, including Sarasota Manatee, will close Thursday through Sunday, and State College of Florida also closing tomorrow through Monday. It's unclear when classes will resume for local schools and colleges, but we'll keep you posted on any updates on our newscast, our website, or on social media. The U.S. State Department wants U.S. citizens to reconsider travel if they plan on heading to Cuba, Haiti, or the Dominican Republic. The department warning the storm could bring life-threatening flash flooding, mudslides, storm surge to those areas. Travel and other services will likely be disrupted. The department says it has authorized the voluntary departure of U.S. government employees and their family members from those countries due to the approaching hurricane. Key West International Airport is closing as Irma approaches the island chain. It's scheduled to close in a little bit now at the top of the hour as TSA security checkpoint ceases screening passengers. The final flight out of the Keys scheduled to depart for Atlanta around 6 o'clock, and then all commercial flights will be canceled until further notice. In other news, now to the backlash and call to action after President Trump announced an end to DACA. The Obama-era immigration policy protected 800,000 immigrants from deportation. President Trump punting the problem to Congress, and now lawmakers are responding. Emily Rao has more from Washington.
No second thoughts.
President Trump holding firm on his decision to phase out the DACA program despite 24 hours of growing backlash. Protests across the country. Politicians past and present condemning the move.
It's a despicable act of political cowardice.
Ending DACA means an end of legal status for 800,000 young people brought to the U.S. as children, leaving them at risk of deportation. President Trump giving Congress 6 months to come up with a solution.
President Trump was right in his decision. He made the right call. I'm also encouraged by the fact that he gave us time to work out a consensus.
And the Democrats ready for a fight to protect the dreamers.
If a Clean Dream Act does not come to the floor in September, we're prepared to attach it to other items this fall until it passes.
Both sides, it seems, ready to act as the future of hundreds of thousands of families hangs in the balance.
I'm going to be sent back to a country that I've never been to.
On board Air Force One today, President Trump expressed confidence in Congress when it comes to DACA, saying, "I really believe they want to take care of it." Emily Rao, ABC News, Washington.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, we're still counting down the days until fall, but winter's on the minds of some people. We'll have some tips to keep your skin in good shape as we get ready for temperatures to drop and the air to get a lot drier.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKX Sport Utility for $349 per month, or Lincoln's flagship, the 2017 Continental, for $449 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
I heard about the DeTolli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the DeTolli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the DeToley Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
You love your couch and want to protect it from spills, food, and scratching, shedding pets. Introducing Couch Coat, the reversible, washable quilted cover that protects your couch. Shield against spills, wow, stop stains, and dirty pet paws and sharp claws. Plus, it's reversible with 2 stylish colors. Guaranteed to fit any couch up to 92 inches or your money back. It even has covers to protect armrests. Machine washable too.
My grandkids destroy everything, but with Couch Coat, my couch is always protected, looking as good as it did the day I bought it.
Get your Couch Coat for just $19.99, and it's reversible in brown and cream, like 2 couch coats for the price of 1. Order right now, and you can double your offer. Get a second Couch Coat. Just pay a separate fee. Order right now.
Call 1-800-943-0710 to get your couch coat. Call now or go to couchcoat.com. So call 1-800-943-0710. That's 1-800-943-0710. Call now.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
This may be hard to believe as we are now still in the middle of summer, but the temperatures will stop dropping in the upcoming months. And with that comes dry, flaky legs for some. ABC's Janae Norman shows you the best moisturizers to buy.
Snakeskin products might be trendy, but snakeskin legs will never be hip. With all these lotions promising silky smooth skin, it's tempting to bet that the doctor knows best, but maybe all those moisturizers are exactly the same. Researchers at Northwestern University looked at nearly 150 of the most popular moisturizers in America, finding that the main difference between doctor-approved lotion and regular lotion is that dermatologist-recommended products cost almost $1 more per ounce. What's more, an overwhelming majority contained allergy-inducing substances, even the dermatologist-recommended brands. It turns out that almost any moisturizer can cause a rash in someone, but the good news, the majority will be fine. If you are sensitive, the best thing is to avoid lotion with fragrance, and remember, cheaper lotion may be better, at least for your pocket. With this Medical Minute, I'm Janae Norman, ABC News.
Now your ABC 7 First Alert Weather Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Though a lot of people have heard that there has been a significant shift in the forecast cone of uncertainty this morning, it did not shift at the 5 o'clock report. And what that means is that the models are starting to come into some consensus that it's going to make this break and make this turn to the north. And there is a little less confusion, but there's still a very large error where it could be in day 4 and day 5. It could be all the way over here, or it could be all the way over in the Gulf of Mexico. It's less likely it's going to be over here, but more likely it's going to be either along the east coast of Florida or to the east of that. Now, as far as the winds go, this is still going to be a very dangerous, catastrophic hurricane as it's approaching Miami and South Dade County as a result of the very warm water temperatures. You'll see that in a minute. And behind me, look at this, another hurricane has developed. The news on it, though, it's going to stay there, and it's going to eventually move into Mexico. That is Katia. Now, as far as the water temperatures, I wanted to show you this graphic. These are current water temperatures in the Florida Straits and all the way up just off the coast of Miami. Warm water fuels these hurricanes, and this is going to be an interesting thing to watch. Now, the intensity forecasting is very difficult, especially around the mountainous terrain of Cuba and how far the center gets close to Cuba, and that will disrupt its flow if it gets closer to it. But right now it appears it's going to stay off to the north of it, and that means the storm will not lose much intensity because the upper level wind flow is still fairly excellent throughout this region with very light winds. And as far as the spaghetti models go, we've been watching these for the past several days, and you can see a majority of the major models are clustered right there along the east coast of Florida. We'll watch to see how these move over the next 12 hours, but right now it appears that they're going to stay pretty much right there over the upcoming days. Now, there are a few models here that look rather frightening, but these are the same GFS models. They just put different weight on different variables of these models as they run them through their computer, and then they come out with different scenarios. Now, obviously, the main one is right here with a couple of outliers to the west of that. If we start to see more of these lines head this way, obviously it becomes more of a problem and issue for us. The storm is it's a massive hurricane at this point. It's not looking as impressive as it once was because of some land interaction of Puerto Rico, and you can see some shear going on a little bit, but still a very healthy hurricane with winds up to 185 miles an hour, gusts as high as 200 and higher at times as the storm makes its way off to the west-northwest. And you can see right now the intense storms and hurricane force winds being felt still at the U.S. and British Virgin Islands, as well as the eastern portion and the northern portion of Puerto Rico. What we're all waiting on is this trough of low pressure. It's down here already. You can see that quite clearly on this graphic. It's diving south and it's over the southeast, but what may happen is that this may exit stage right, and a little cutoff low, if you will develop right here, and the winds around it rotate in this direction, and that would push it to the north as it approaches Florida. So that's what we're thinking is going to happen at this point. A lot can happen, though, in between there. So we'll keep an eye on it for you, obviously. And this is our other hurricane. So 3 separate hurricanes. The last time we had that was back in 2010 in the Atlantic Basin. So a very active hurricane season it is. And this is Jose. Jose is expected to stay away from the land for the most part, get close to the northern sections of the Leeward Islands, but it looks like it'll stay far enough off that it shouldn't be a big factor. And this is Katia. Katia is a hurricane now and is expected to move basically off to the west-southwest and should be inland as early as Friday evening into Mexico, still causing significant flooding problems throughout that region with the possibility of mudslides and also life-threatening mudslides at that. There's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. One thing to note for us, what we're going to be dealing with here is the possibility and potential for flooding once again, because we're going to see some big storms on Friday, on Saturday. They won't have anything to do with Irma, but by Sunday, more storms will develop, and that's that tropical air mass, which produces heavy rainfall in just a short period of time, sometimes up to 2 inches in less than an hour. We're not seeing that right now, but we will, I think, on Sunday evening and into Monday. And you can see we have a storm right there near Northport and Port Charlotte to the east, pushing off to the northeast. Currently, it's 87, 77 on the dew point. That's way up there. And the humidity is at 72%. 7-day forecast checks out like this. So 30% tomorrow, a chance to get all your work done around the house, and 60% chance on Friday. And there'll be scattered variety of showers and storms. Some of that could bring some heavy rainfall. Saturday at 50-50, and then Sunday and Monday, especially Sunday late afternoon and into Monday morning, the heavy showers and storms will be around, and we could see some high-end tropical storm force winds in that time frame. Again, late Sunday and throughout Monday morning. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. A new report reveals nearly half of the top U.S. housing markets are overvalued. CoreLogic, a financial services company, reports that at the end of July, 46% of the top 50 markets were overvalued. That same month, home prices were nearly 7% higher than they were last year. Analysts say a lack of affordable housing is to blame for the spike in prices. With most stores experiencing long lines and for hurricane supplies, you may have more luck buying some items online. Amazon.com is paired up with Red Cross to help online shoppers prepare for storms. Through the website, you can create an evacuation plan and buy emergency kit supplies, including non-perishable items, first aid kits, and backup power sources.
Actually, that might be an option. I might have to look on there now that you brought it up to my attention.
There have been reports of price gouging on Amazon, and some items may not be available for long, but instead of waiting in line at grocery stores or home improvement stores, you can simply refresh your computer screen. Amazon Prime typically ships to members in about 2 days, so remember to allow yourself time, though, to get a hold of those products before the storm. Entertainment news is coming up next. Stay with us.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $10 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand, with no surprises, and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular has received J.D. Power Awards for highest customer service. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-457-2317, go online, or visit a Target store today.
Watch your Suncoast News at 6 on your streaming device for a chance to win a $50 Visa. It's easy. Just watch weekdays at 6 for the word of the week. Then enter the word at mysuncoast.com for your shot at a $50 Visa. We'll pick the winner each week. Good luck.
We now know who will be competing for the Mirror Ball Trophy this fall. The cast for ABC's Dancing with the Stars announced this morning on Good Morning America. Linda Lopez has more.
Let me give you the Mirror Ball.
Get ready to head back to the ballroom. A blockbuster season number 25 of Dancing with the Stars kicks off September 18th. The couples that will sashay onto Dancing's stage just revealed this morning on Good Morning America. Then, all of them heading over to the red carpet at Planet Hollywood and telling us the competition will be fierce, but ABC's Queen Shark, Barbara Corcoran, isn't intimidating.
And if you think any of those young chicks have anything on me, you're mistaken. I'm going to get the sympathy vote.
Property Brothers' Drew Scott has a special reason to learn to dance. He's about to get married.
I don't want to be that uncoordinated, tall, skinny white guy that's like, this is my wedding dance.
Also competing, already married couple Nick and Vanessa Lachey, paired up with newly married pros Max and Peta.
But every woman's guilty pleasure is to ballroom dance. Not only ballroom dance, but with this guy.
But does the 98 Degree singer think his boy band experience will be a help?
No, I never thought that. It was more, this thing, a little rocking, back to this thing,
But the contestant who may take home the Mirror Ball for most inspiring story, Victoria Arlen, who after 10 years in a wheelchair, just began to walk a year ago.
I really have this kind of decision I made a long time ago to just kind of live fearlessly, and so I was like, I'm going to go for it.
Her partner Val is just as inspired.
I just want to focus on her journey and making this a unique experience for her.
Oh, thank you.
And new this season, you can play along with the show with Dancing's first ever official fantasy league. All of the details and the list of the entire new cast is on abcnews.com. Linda Lopez, ABC News, New York.
To celebrate Beyonce's birthday, former First Lady Michelle Obama, Serena Williams, and her other famous friends sported one of her famous formation looks. The singer's daughter, Blue Ivy, even took a photo. Above each of the pictures was a message and links asking fans to support relief efforts in Houston. Beyonce's website is seeking donations for Bread of Life and the Greater Houston Community Foundation. Great causes. And we'll be right back with more news and the latest on Irma. Stay with us.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.